Well, welcome to the first edition of the Christmas broadcast. We'll be broadcasting all week. I'm still in Dayton. I'll be home tomorrow. And today what I figured I'd do, John had, I was supposed to go over John's yesterday to put the clear on this, but there was some issues that he's had. He's having some problems. Or he's not, but family issues. Anyways, family comes first. I just been sanding on it, and what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to add some more ink to the fuselage. Maybe. We'll see how this works. I don't know. I guess almost poked a hole in the wing. I guess the first thing I should do is wipe it all down real good, because I'm not going to be able to wipe it after I put the ink on it. And hopefully I can get it back to St. Louis without smearing ink. Really been sanded well. I mean, I haven't missed any spots, I don't believe. But we'll add some more detail to it and see what it looks like. If not, I can always wipe it off with alcohol. For you guys considering a dope finish, this is what it takes to get an outstanding finish. I mean, it's just hours and hours of sanding and rubbing and buffing and massaging, whatever it takes to make it look right. But I leave tomorrow about 8 o'clock in the morning, get there about 2. I got to stop off at Wix and pick up some more material. Reminder for everybody, if you want to discount at Wix, use STUNT10 as the discount code. It's in the description box. STUNT10, and get 10% off. That was pretty nice of Scott to give us that. Got to wait till I get home to finish the wheel pants up, because I don't have any primer here. All I have is clear dope, and I want to use DC 540, and I think I got enough in St. Louis to do the wheel skirts. Are you guys still with me? Let me get a little alcohol on this. If you got stubborn dirt, use alcohol. That'll take it right off. Use 91, it'll take the paint off, but 70 will be fine. Hey Steve, hey Bryce. you guys got anything you want to talk about, just put it in the box there and we'll discuss it. So I got alcohol on this now. About as good as Prepsol, I suppose. Sand marks, okay. One more wipe down on the nose with the alcohol, and we'll turn it around and finish inking the fuselage. Found some propellers I didn't know I had today, cleaning out the stuff. Guess I better get a new paper towel. Keep grinding the dirt back in it. It's not good. Okay, turn it around. Well, I gotta do this side. So what I did was, I don't have any Prepsol here. First with Windex and then with alcohol over the whole thing. If there's anything on it, I'd be really surprised. Well, what do we think we're going to end up weighing? 57 ounces? 57 and a half? 58 ounces? Which is still pretty damn good for an airplane this size. Okay, let's set up the template for inking around the fuselage. Now, I'm sure I've shown this, but I took a piece of that C-temp, which I got from Jones Fabric, and I cut it into a narrow strip. And somebody goes, why use a wide one? Well, we're going to use a narrow one because it goes around a lot easier. And I've added about 8 layers of tape on the back of it. And if you look here, I don't know if I can show this or not, but the tape is set back from this edge. This is the ink edge here. And this edge will be up off the airplane. If you do it on the other side, the ink will wick under the fuselage, or under the thing. So we want to do it this way. And how I'm going to do this is I'm going to tape it down. Because I don't want it to move. I want to be able to move the airplane. So I'll put a piece of tape on this here. Then I'm going to step back and look at it and make sure it's square. Because there's really nothing to square it off of. There's no... It's just a guess. What we got going on here? Yes. Yeah, we're gonna mold. We can mold some 13.6 rev ups or whatever. I've got these are the kind of props that I produce. You know, we produce. This one here was bought from Randy. And this one here was produced by Dan Winship. And this one here was produced by somebody in Australia, I think. This 1345, I'm not sure. And I got some, I showed you guys some of the 4-blade stuff that we did, and some of them Zor propellers that we did. However, I'm going to tell you something. You're not going to like to hear it, but it's the honest truth. A carbon fiber 13.6 rev up will not work the same as a beechwood rev up. It just will not. So you might as well get used to that idea. The magic is in the wood. Okay, let's step back and look. Well, I'll put a line on it and we'll see, and if I don't like it, I can wipe it off. That's just the unfortunate truth. Because I had Bob Whitney make me a 13.6 rev up in carbon. It didn't pull for crap. Hey, Greg. Okay, let's see if we can do this. one line. Damn. You're gonna have to try again. Start, stop, made a mistake. That'll be alright, I'll pick it. I'll just pick it. We'll see what it looks like when we get it on here. Damn. I think it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. We might could pick it. Maybe. Okay, we'll let that dry for a second. Well, I could tell you this. This prop that I have here is marked for a 13.75 by 4. It's not big enough for a PA-75. There's not going to be enough load. When I ran a 2-blade prop on my PAs, it was always a 15.45 or a 14.45. But we'll try them. I mean, I can always use props. Props are development, you know. See how bad this looks. I know I made 2 mistakes on the thing. If I could pick it off. Remember what I told you, no line is better than a line with a mistake. Yeah, see right there, there's a little smudge right there, but I might could pick that off with an X-Acto knife without too big a problem. We'll try another line just behind the flaps. I guess we'll take these off and then we'll connect a couple together. We've got some dirt right there. I'm gonna have to airbrush some white on. Okay. These are real tough because there's nothing to square up from, so I'm just going off the trailing edge. Let's see. Let's do this. might be harder than I think. Finish on my number 3 Thunderbolt took 3 months to do. 3 months. I think I'm going to have to wait for it to dry a little bit more. Actually, this is a pretty good way to do this. The only other way would be to have it laying on its side, and I don't have that equipment here. John's got it at his house, and I got it in St. Louis, but I don't have it here in Dayton. So, we're stuck with what we got. I want to go over the top in one swipe, and I want to end up stopping on that orange stripe. Let's look here, get some more tape on it. We got 12 watchers, 12 guys in for punishment. Well, you're going to need a line there, and a line there, and a line there, and start lining it up, make it all gewgawed up. At least I got my skunk on there. Okay, what happened to the pen? Oh, I got a spot there on that too. Got that spot off. That looks good. We're going to have to scrape the bottom. I'll have to turn it over and do that. Maybe one line right down the center here. I don't know. We shall see. If I don't like this, so I can always wipe it off. Yeah, it's gonna jump right there. Right on top. Damn. Gonna have to tape it up better than what I got there. It transitions. It just overlays a couple of thousandths, and that's where the ink is gonna jump. Right on top, right where you could see it. So we need to do this again. We need to start at the top. So if there's going to be a jump, it'll be on the bottom. There's a spot I didn't get wiped off anyway. I see a little bit of Windex right there. Can't have that. Don't want to paint that under the clear. Unless I've already done it. Maybe so. Yeah. Oh well. Just if nobody will see it in the sun, but I can see it with my magnifiers on there. Let's try again. It'll be over the top. And we'll end on the bottom. I might just cut this template so I don't have to overlap it. Everything is by eye. There's nothing to gauge it off of. Yep, I'm going to cut it. I'll make another one if I have to. Scissors. Small overlap okay, big overlap not so good. Come on, get under there. That ain't no good. That's how I can do it. I just figured another trick. I'll get her. We'll cut it, tape it together, and slide it up as far as it'll go and straighten it up. Okay, that's that. Yeah, that'll work. You gotta think on the fly when you're doing this stuff. Can't see. Light in here is terrible. There it is, I think. Nope, missed by a 1/16 of an inch. That ain't no good. Let's see how that looks. That should be close enough. Come on, get up there. Okay, we want this on the downside. Right there. Man, I wish we could get that off. This is way too much trouble for one line. That didn't work quite out as perfect as I would have liked. I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna have to trim that a little bit. Still gonna have a little nip there. I'm positive of it. But we'll try to minimize it as much as possible. Damn. Hey, Jonathan. It needs another 1/4 inch out of it. Awful lot of work for a stupid line. Another 32nd. There we go. There it is. Ahoy! Do you guys know why? I don't know. You know, I was in the Navy, but do you know why they wore Cracker Jacks? The Dixie Cup hat was a flotation device, and the flap on the back of their blouse was to keep the oil off their back, because they used to be long hair, you know, have real long hair, and they would take and dip their ponytails in creosote. Back in the sailing days. That was just a tradition that carried over. We're still going to have a nip there, but I think I got a fix for it. Maybe not. Yeah, it will be. I'll put a line straight down the bottom of it, the intersection of that nip. If I can get it on there without screwing it up. Okay, I wanted to do what here? We had one that needed to be scraped. Or did I get it already? Yep, no, I didn't. I needed it at this angle to get at it. Stab myself. There we go. Can't see. Yeah, might have to wait till I get to St. Louis so I got some light. I can't see what I'm doing. Come on, you. Well, there is another fix for it. I'll have to wait till St. Louis. Yeah, well preserved, yeah. Okay, let's pull a couple of lines and see what happens. All that can happen is I can screw it up and wipe it off. We got clear on it, so it shouldn't hurt. So we're going to start at the nip here. Run to the red stripe, go on the other side, and we'll turn it over and do it again. If I get this right, and I possibly could. It's tough. No, it ain't gonna be right. That's ever so slight. It's really slight. I can scrape that. Oh, I didn't run to the orange, so hopefully I can get back on that line perfect. Okay. I pulled it off. Unbelievable. I pulled it off. Yay. And there's just a little tiny nib on the bottom where the pattern split. No, I wasn't a surgeon. I was a painter. Painter of gray. I painted lots of gray airplanes, gray and white. I worked on F-14s. You can see pictures of my F-14s. If you pull up Bicentennial F-14, 1976, I designed that paint scheme and painted it. If you pull up VF-211, Checkmates, I designed that paint scheme and painted it on F-14s, the original. They've since changed it around a little bit. Instead of the Checkmates, they got a bulldog on their rudder now. We just had checkerboards on the tail. But I won 2 weeks free leave, a week for each airplane for those designs. Plus, I was a corrosion control crew painting. So I was taught by the best, by the United States government, how to paint. Of course, we didn't paint like this. We used gallons of epoxy. I do mean gallons. We didn't care about the weight of the airplane. It had plenty of horsepower. That separated by 3 spaces. That turned out good. I'm happy about that. So we'll do a line there and then one line going down. I don't want to get too crazy with this ink and shit, because you can really gaudy it up quick. I just wanted a little detail on there, and it was just so hard to do. I wasn't prepared to do it, but seeing as that I'm stuck here for another day, we might as well do something. So I'll show you what happened on the separation between the two, where I couldn't see and couldn't get it quite perfect, but it won't be a problem, and I'll show you here in a minute. But I'll show you the little dot. Maybe you can see it. There's a little tiny dot right there. That's where the template separated. I'll just take an X-Acto blade and scrape that dot off. I don't know, I didn't work on F-16s, I work on F-15s. Probably took 50 gallon to paint an airplane. 7 times 5 is 35. 350 pounds of paint on it, maybe more. Just kind of guessing from what I remember. That was, shit, 40-some years ago, more than that. Yeah, I'll wait a little longer. Just kind of smearing it. No dents, no dents till I get it done anyway, would you? And those two lines turned out okay. Remember, if you can't do it perfect, leave it off. Because even if it looks good 10 foot away, them guys will have their magnifying glasses out looking at it. Okay. So I think we'll put a line going from here to there, right through the USA, and then one line splitting it around the other way. No, it wouldn't have gassed off. It was epoxy paint. There's nothing to gas off. That's whatever you spray on stays on. You know, now that I think about it, 50-gallon plus hardener, so it probably was more like 75 gallons. And they were gray on top, gray on top, white on the bottom. And then after that was done, we painted the trim on them. You can pull up a picture. Just type in VF211 F14 Miramar or F14 1976 Miramar, and you'll see it. It'll have an NJ on the tail, on the inside of the rudders. The NJ stands for Miramar. That was Top Gun School. And then it has a bicentennial logo, which is a bunch of fruity loops around it. And then it has red, white, and blue stripes. When the wings sweep back, they all line up. It's a cool airplane. I mean, you should have seen some of the funky designs. You know, I was a model airplane guy back then, so I had a pretty good eye for style and paint jobs back then. And I mean, I won just about instantaneously that contest. They gave out a 3-view to everybody in the squadron, and they said, you make a design of what you'd like to see on the airplane, and man, they looked like crap. And I won those pretty much hands down easily. And then after winning them, I had to paint them because I was on the corrosion control crew. When I was stationed at Miramar, I never wore a uniform. Never. I wore blue jeans, engineer boots, and a white t-shirt underneath my green coveralls. We worked 4 10-hour days with 3 days off. Now, aboard ship, not so much. You got to have your shit on. But, okay, let's sand on this a little more, see if I can get some more of that funky off of there. 1500. I have to be really careful. You know, I think I'll wait on that because I don't want to get any water on that ink and get it smeared off, because those two lines turned out really good. It took an hour to put on 2 lines. That ain't ridiculous. Let's see, where's my other ruler here? That's how we'll do it, right there like that. Get off there. We gotta attach them together. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Gieske used to come to Booter Park and watch me fly my F2B Supermarine. He really liked that airplane. I'm going to bring that one back. Now, do you guys know how I got this line here? How I know it's straight? Up against the wing and up against the stabilizer. It can't be anything else but straight. Okay, where's the pen? There's the pen. Remember what I told you, this could get out of control very quick. Is that right? Let's see. That looks right. Let me stand back. Nope, that ain't right. That don't look good. It has to be straight, but that don't look good. So, how are we going to do this? That's closer, but not quite. So I need to shorten that up somehow. Here we go. We can use this one. Here's another one that has 2 things with. Yeah, that'll work better. Let's try that. If that don't work, I'll make another one. So we want it right in the center of that. There we go. That'll work. Just talked to Ted Winterman today. No, I'll be spraying the clear tomorrow in St. Louis. I gotta go to St. Louis. John's father's, you know, I don't want to get in his business. Anyway, I couldn't go to John's this weekend. He had family thing. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. F14. F14, not F15. VF211 F14. Now they did carry over my paint scheme onto the next airplane somewhat, but they put that bulldog on the rudder, and I didn't care for that. But I have no say in it, so it is what it is. Here, I'll show you so you make sure you get the right one. Let's see here. Uh, 1976 bicentennial, BICENTENNIAL F14. 14. I don't want shopping, I want images. There we go. Here's a model of it. Oh, here's it sitting at Miramar. This is out in front of, let's see, we were third down hangar 3. Let's save image as F14. That's to the desktop. F14. Save. And then we'll look in the desktop. Open. What's a little picture? Let's make it bigger. There we go. Now go to StreamYard Share. StreamYard Share Screen. Present. Share screen. There we are. And we'll make this bigger. This one. And share. Present. Okay, there is the F14, the bicentennial, and let's find VF211 F14. VF211 Fighting Checkmates. VF211 Tomcat photos. There we are. This is the other airplane, the other design that I did. Let's see which is a good. I'd like a big picture. Cross section would be good. I really don't have a really good picture of it, but see, this is after me because they added stars. There was no stars on the rudder. Yeah, there's the Santa Claus Bulldog. That's after me. They screwed up my paint job, adding shit to it. Let me see here. Here's one in flight. There we go. There we go. File, save as F14 2. Save. And we'll open that one. Open. And we'll close this one. Move this over here. And StreamYard. And remove that one. And then delete. Stop screen. There we go. And present. Share screen. And that one. Share. And then add it. And then I'll make it bigger. Now you can tell it's my design just by how it's laid out. Red VF211 on the dorsal fin. Red, white, and blue top and bottom are going across the rudders. The checkmates. This was a blue right here with a white stripe and a red stripe underneath it. They loved it. They loved it. You want to see another one of my paint jobs I didn't get credit for? Top Flight's P-47 Thunderbolt. Remove. Stop screen. P-47 Thunderbolt. They stole my paint job. What are you going to do? I got no credit for it. I mean, I just looked at it and went, shit, that's my paint job. What's it doing on that kit? I got no credit for it. Oh, well. They didn't even ask me. Okay, what did I do with the pen? You guys got me excited. Oh, here it is, right in my pocket. Okay. Let's see if we can make it happen here. So that's my claim to fame, those two airplanes. Not very much to be famous about, but something. Okay, that's that one line. We got an hour and 3 minutes in and still ain't done shit. Okay, here we go. And stop. Stop. Should have measured down and put another line on the bottom underneath it and then went up and down a couple times. I don't want to get too crazy way. Nah, DMCA, nah, I don't want to monkey with it. It just pisses me off. Nothing I can do about it. When Windfall's book comes out, it'll show you the date and the year that I painted that. And then you look at the Top Flight model and know the date and the year that it came out, and you know damn well I did it first. It's not that big a deal. Just would have been nice to say, hey, we're going to use your paint job. Okay. You know, there's nothing that's original. Not really. Let's see, how much did I intersect the top of USA? Very little, that's good. Let's see how much. About a quarter. You know, China tried to steal stun hanger from me. They said, well, we're gonna do something with the algorithms or whatever. I said, help yourself. Said, well, our site will be on top of the Google search. I said, yeah, so what? They said, well, don't you want to protect it? I said, buddy, without me, there is no stunt hanger. Shit. So I'm not selling it. I'm not paying you no money. I'm not interested. I never heard back from them. They didn't steal it. They figured, well, this is a waste of time. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I can't believe how much the server cost has went up. Unbelievable. When I first started Stunt Hanger, it was $9.95 a month, unlimited. Until we got so damn big, unlimited didn't mean unlimited no more. So we can't have this. You son of a bitch. So then I got on their shared hosting program, and we were dragging the server down, and they were whining. I said, hey man, you guys are the ones that set the rules, not me. So then we had to get our own server. I don't know how many gig or how many terabyte, I guess I could look and see our site is, but it's pretty damn big. Yeah, I got it on. It took an hour and a half to get 4 lines on it. Hour and 9 minutes. I think I am going to paint that silver leading edge on this. Just about 1/4 inch around this way, and then ink around it just to add a little pizzazz to the rudder. Okay. We'll be gluing all this stuff together next week. Gluing the flaps on, getting her all ready to go. Like I said, this was my Christmas present. I knew it would be close to Christmas, but it'll take me a month or better to rub it out. I bought a set of router bits today for a regular wood router, you know, 1/4 inch shank. 30 bits, regularly $100 and some odd. I got it for $64 or whatever at Lowe's. And I bought a real neat double-sided Japanese back saw. Super cool. Bigger than the other one for doing other stuff. Oh, we gotta take that off. Gotta get that off of there. I don't have any blue on. Oh yeah, I do have a little blue on this airplane, on the decal. So we are patriotic. It does have red, white, and blue on there, the eagle. Just not a flaming flag paint job like my Continentals. Which I cannot take credit for that design, but it's pretty cool. Well, yeah, it'll look like this, only be silver. Put it on there, it'll go right like so, and be silver. Yeah, I think that'll look good. I got the silver, might as well use it. Need some other color on it somewhere. Let's see how many colors is on this. We got white, yellow, orange, red, black, green, blue. Let's see, white, yellow, orange, red, black, green, blue, light blue. That's seven. That's 7 colors on this. That's about right. I don't know, I think it looks pretty good as is. It'll look really nice when it's shining. I've got to repaint this. I've sanded it pretty good. I'm hoping that when I airbrush it, all that crap will go away. And there's a little spot I got to airbrush over. About 1,000,000 touch-ups, you know. All right, that's going to do it for this evening. We'll see you tomorrow night from St. Louis. Fair winds, tight lines. Merry Christmas. See ya. If I can find the mice. The hell, way over there.